Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Terry from terryscraftroom.com. Today we're going to make this adorable fun fold card. It's folded back on itself right here. You see that? So really easy card to make, and it uses one of our host stamp sets called, what did I do with it? Oh, it's right here in front of me, called Sit, Stay, Relax. I think this is such a fun stamp set, and it's just sitting here thinking of you card. It has missing you, you feel like home to me. There are both cat and dog pictures sitting in chairs, so it's just a fun stamp set. So let's get started. It's one of the easier fun folds you can have. So I have a piece of cardstock for the base that is 8.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 1 1/4 and 4 1/4. So I'm going to fold it at 4 1/4 like a regular card base, and then at this 1 1/4 one I'm folding it backwards onto itself, just like this, so that it's kind of a Z fold card, but it's backwards onto itself like that. Okay, and I'm going to set that aside. And then we have some card. This is Balmy Blue, Night of Navy cardstock that is 1 1/2 inches, and this will, and then the DSP is 1 1/4, and this will go right here, okay, because right here is 1 3/4 inches, and then since this was 1 1/4 inches, I have a piece of cardstock that is 1 and a piece of DSP that is 3/4 of an inch, and that'll go here. So let's put that together. And then this piece will go on the flap. So let's go ahead. First thing we want to do is we want to glue down our flap. And then we're going to add our DSP, and this card is going to go this way, so the DSP is going to go here and here. And I know there's a little spooge there, piece of ink there, but that's going to be covered up, so I'm not worried about that. So we're going to center this piece right up there, and then we're going to center this piece right on the flap. Okay, and while we're putting pieces in, I have a piece that is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go on the inside here. So let's put that in. Okay, like that. And since this is Night of Navy, it'd be really hard to write on this, so I have a piece of basic white that is 2 1/2 by 5. And that's going to go up here at the top so that you can't see it from the outside, but you still have a place to write. Okay. And then we're going to, so there's the basics of our card. Then we need 2 pieces of scrap that we're going to cut out with our, where are they? Here. So our layering circles dies we're going to cut out with the largest scalloped, this piece of Night of Navy, which I have already done. And this die is the stitched shaped framelits dies. It's the largest circle, but this die is retired, but you can use the regular circle die that will fit inside of this. So you can use this largest circle die out of the layering circles dies instead, and it will work just fine. So basic white, and we're gonna layer these like this, but I'm gonna stamp on this piece right here, and then I have a piece of scrap that I'm going to stamp my sentiment on. And here's my sentiment. And then the sentiment I am going to stamp in Night of Navy. Now this guy, since I'm using a balmy blue card base, I'm going to color the chair in light and dark balmy blue blends, and then I'm going to color the feet in light soft suede. So I'm going to speed up the camera here so you don't have to watch me color. Okay, so we've got the image colored, and so I'm gonna glue this down onto my mat. Okay, and then I've got my sentiment here, and I'm gonna use the Banners Pick-a-Punch, and I want to have this flagged, not pointed, and I'm going to turn my sentiment upside down and stick it in here, and then I'm going to look at it from the bottom so I make sure that it's centered, and then I do need to cut the other side off. And the one thing you do need to make sure of when you use this punch is you don't make your sentiment too short, because then sticking it in will be harder, and getting it out will be harder, because you see it's harder to get in and out when it's too short, but we got it. Okay, and the reason I cut the one end off twice was because we were just a hair uneven here. So I'm going to take a dauber and my Night of Navy ink again, and I'm going to just go around the edges on my sentiment. And now we're ready to put these on our card. Now remember I said that was going to get covered up. Now when you put this guy down, remember we've got Night of Navy back here and kind of pretty dark over here, so I'm going to use my black dimensionals, but remember this guy's going to hang off, so you don't want dimensionals down here at the bottom. So we're just going to put, if I can get the dimensionals off the sheet. It's a brand new sheet, is always harder to get the dimensionals off, the first couple dimensionals off. And see how those kind of blend in? They don't stick out like the white ones do. So here's our kitty cat in his chair. Now I've got my sentiment, and I'm going to put my sentiment here hanging off of the kitty cat. So I don't want dimensionals on this side. I just need a dimensional on this side, and this side I'm going to put glue on. Just like that. And to finish off this card, I'm going to take an enamel dot, and I think these are retired because they look like they are where'd it go? They look like they are in colors from a couple years ago, but I'm just going to take one enamel dot and put it over here on the end, and there's our card. Easy peasy. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. Help me grow my family. If you are in need of any of the products for anything we've made today, and you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. Please go over to terryscraftroom.com shopping and shop with me. You can also download a current catalog from there. And have a wonderful day. Bye.